Geminis, welcome to your tarot reading. So, one of the first things that I'm getting for the for you guys for the next 2 weeks is that for those of you who are in an existing relationship, there is going to be somebody from the past coming back in that will test whether or not you are going to stay in your existing relationship. Okay, this can be a childhood crush. This can be an ex. This can be as well the person that you're dating. If you're in a relationship right now, it could be their ex. So I feel like there's somebody from the past showing up, and they're not soliciting you or they're not soliciting the person that you're involved with. But I feel like this energy is throwing a little bit of a wrench in the works to see if your current relationship is still bringing you that sense of emotional fulfillment. Okay, so that's what I'm sensing. So there's kind of like, somebody coming back from the past that you might have had a relationship with prior. And I feel that is really testing whether or not you still are happy currently with the person that you're with, or you want to go back to them. And I feel like they're coming to see you from a distance. So like geographically, you might be outside of each other's location. You're not in the same city. So I feel like they're in town for a short period of time, or you're in town for a short period of time. And then for others of you who are not dealing with this, I do feel a very, very strong relationship that is developing between you and another person. And what I'm sensing with this person is that they have a lot of wealth. They're quite successful. They're quite ambitious, very goal oriented. And I'm seeing a situation where two people are coming together who are whole in themselves. So it's like you've got your own thing, they've got their own thing. And so the relationship is very dynamic because there isn't codependency. There isn't, toxic energy. Both people have their own lives, have their own friends, have their own social networks, and they have their own interests. So you come together in a really beautiful, harmonious way. I'm also seeing lack of compatibility, but I'm also feeling that, compatibility is important in relationships, but I'm seeing that, you might not see eye to eye on a lot of things with this person, but you both are able to invite the other person to openly discuss things, to pick their brains, to figure out their perspective. So I feel like the relationship is built on mutual growth, it's built on stability, and it's built on a really good foundation of mutual respect, camaraderie, friendship, and having a tremendous amount of love and dedication for another person. So overall, it looks really good, and I feel like some of you might be at a distance from this person as well. The next aspect here deals with your professional life. So this is your public image, okay? I'm feeling that you yourself, as a standalone character, you're going to be heavily tested. So I'm feeling that, career-wise, your financial situation is in really, really good spending. But they keep saying something here about, having to talk to other people about where your money is going, how your money is being spent. So I feel a little bit of scrutiny regarding how you're making your money, where money is spent, and where exactly it's going. So I do feel that element in the picture. But on the other hand, you're in a really good financial space right now. So, it is also tax season in the States. So some of you are grappling with, dealing with accountants, dealing with, trying to get all your assets in order, receipts and all of that, the paper trail, in order to do your taxes. So that might be just something that's coming through. And so I feel like you're going to have to, fix some things, or you're going to have to rectify some errors that was done regarding your financial situation. And then I'm also feeling as well, also seeing like there is either spousal support, alimony, child custody that's coming into the picture. And I feel like it's almost as if, so let's just say if you have children, or if you're paying alimony for another person, they might come in to ask you to, increase the payment. I don't feel like they're decreasing or asking you to decrease, but I feel like you're going to have to readjust the amount that is coming out to the other person. Okay, so it could be child rearing, it could be like child custody, or it could be alimony, but they're demanding some type of an increase, mainly because they've fallen on some hard times. So if you have the money to spare, I feel like they are genuine. And then additionally, I'm seeing some of you are kind of like on the tail end of a divorce situation. So there's still assets being divided up. There's still paper that you're gathering, but I feel like it's on its way out. Okay, it's a divorce or like a separation that you're dealing with. I feel for some of you it's a divorce, and then liquidating your assets, selling property, selling real estate, selling furniture. Even I'm seeing a lot of people that might collect like antiques, and so you're going to encounter some surprising information. If you go off and try to sell some antiques, you might figure out that, the value is actually a lot more than you thought. So we have some nice things, lucky things coming through in the picture, but I feel a lot of you are wrapping up divorce trials, or you're liquidating your assets in order to divide up the profits between you and your partner or your former partner. And the last thing that's coming through, I see a new person that's emerging in your life, okay? So first of all, we have here a fire sign. So this is a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo, sun, moon, or rising. He or she shows up here as the Knight of Rods, the Knight of Wands. And I feel almost as if this might have been somebody that you were really interested in the past. And for whatever reason, the timing wasn't right. And so I feel like there's a do-over with this person. So it could be that other person that I mentioned, who's coming back from the past to really test whether or not you are happy in your current relationship. So I feel like there's a do-over here. A second chance, this is something that is quite fated, quite karmic as well. A second chance, a do-over with a fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, sun, moon, or rising. And I do sense there's going to be a lot of discussion between the two of you. And I feel that you both are very hesitant about taking that first step because you don't know their relationship status. They likewise don't know your relationship status. And so for the next 2 weeks, I feel like they're heavily coming through. There's a lot of communication. There's also that, very covert like flirtation between you and them. So that looks really good. And I feel like, they're ready to be in a relationship, and they're actually quite successful, really fun loving, really fun person to hang out with, have conversations with, have coffee with. They're a really good person, and I feel like they're ready for a relationship, and that's what they're seeking right now. Okay, so you have some really good cards coming in, Geminis. Just be a little bit careful when it comes to, let me see, just the work situation. Okay, but everything else looks really promising. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.